And we've got a curious visitor coming down. Where is he? Yeah, so they'll come and attack you. Get out of here. What's going on, everybody? Smoke here for 563 Gaming, and welcome to Valheim. It's a brand new game. It's, as you can see down here in this bottom right hand corner, it is in alpha, very early stages of the build as well. I found this a few days ago and downloaded it, tried it out, played a few hours actually. It's actually quite a fun game, especially considering it's in very early alpha stages. So I figured I would record maybe a mini series. We'll see if it turns into a regular series. We'll see how long this goes, but it's definitely a game that I'm going to be following. As far as I know, there's only one developer of this game, just one guy making this thing, and it's really fun and it's a really awesome game. So I encourage you to check out all the stuff down here in the lower left hand corner. I will put links to all of that down in the description if you would like to go figure out a little bit more about the game or download it yourself. It is free on itch.io right now, or you can pay your own price. You can, get it for whatever you want or download it for free. I recommend sending a few dollars to Devoid, the developer who's making this game. I did. It's a fun game. And, yeah. So, all that being said, let's go ahead and start up a new game. I already created a character. Like I said, I played it for a few hours. So let's make a new one. New. Hey. Hello. There we go. So let's just call this guy Hordnar. I don't know, that's Gorfnar? No, not what I was looking for. Hordnar. Sounds Vikingish. So, there we go. Oh, let's go back. Oh, crap. Hordnar Junior? I didn't mess the skid toe, the hair, or nothing. Alright, let's go with a ponytail and a beard. These are the only options we have as of right now. I'm sure they will be adding more later on. My hair's a little bit darker than that. It's dirty blonde, so it works. It's good enough. Close enough. Alright, so Hordnar Jr. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, I'm going to go ahead and remove that testing world. New world. And it is procedurally generated based on the seed. So, if you want to play in the same exact world I'm playing in, there's the seed right there. Let's call this 563 Gaming. Not very Viking-y, but that's okay. At least that way I'll know what world I'm using for this series. Alright, done. We do not want it public. This is going to be a single-player series. Let's start it up. Alright, here we go. We got our giant armored bird. To prove that you're worthy of entering a Valhalla, you have been sent to Valheim, the 10th Norse world. Only by defeating the mighty beasts of these lands will you win the favor of the gods. So there's a little bit of lore for you. Alright, looks like we're close to a big lake here. Looks like another lake over there. Mountain off in the distance. Good deal. Now this is procedurally generated, so I have no idea where I'm at. All I know is wherever you're dropped off is essentially the center of the map. So first things first, as with any other survival game, run around and collect wood and stone. Now also we're going to start running into bad guys here fairly quickly, these little gray dwarf dudes. But they're scared of fire, so the torch will keep them away for now until I can get some proper weapons made up. Now you can use the torch as a weapon, but it goes down fairly quick. So try to avoid enemies for right now until I can find some more sticks and stones to break their bones. Alright, so we got some... No, I didn't want to punch. Can I have that? Thank you. So yeah, it's very early access, as you can see. Like, the textures are very basic, and, you know, everything's very, very early build. But this game has a lot of potential, and I've really been enjoying playing it. So, I mean, as of right now, it kind of reminds me of almost like an early PS2 game as far as graphics go. But, that's alright with me. Doesn't bother me too much, because I see the potential in this game, and I can't wait to see where the developer takes it. Alright, let's see. Stone. Alright, what can I make? Can I make a hammer? No. Club? No. Stone axe. Alright, I need more wood. Oh, look, more wood. Alright. First things first, give me an axe. Let's put that over on number 2. Alright. And let's get out of here. Let's go with... chopping down a tree. I hear bad guys. All right. This game's got some decent physics, too. Because during my testing, I actually got in the way of one of these logs falling, and it did some damage. It hurt you. So it always falls away from where you're standing, so just let it fall. Oh! Here we go. Back up, buddy. Back up. Alright, let's get up on some high ground here. Alright, so trick to beating these dudes. Early game. Turn this off. Let them get real close, and then... Oh, nope, not good enough. Come on. Oh, you punk. They're terrified of the fire, so... Come on. Come on, guy. And he's done. And that's also how you get resin. Okay, music's gone, no more gray dwarves around, it's daylight, stop burning the torch. Okay, so you get the... Oh, it didn't give me any resin. Punk. Usually you get resin out of those guys, and that's how you make more torches. So, yeah, you kind of have to kill those guys to get torches. Ooh, mushrooms. Give me the mushrooms. There is a hunger stat in this game, but you can't look at it. There's no like stat bars for it or anything, but if you don't eat after a while, you'll get a little status effect that pops up in the right above where your health bar is, down in that lower left corner. And yeah, it'll tell you that you're hungry. And if you let that go for too long, then you'll become starving. Oop, not that one. That one. And, yeah, you'll eventually start taking damage. So, yeah, your axe does not degrade over time. Pretty much everything else does, but the axe does not. So it works as a weapon as well as a tool, which is, you know, pretty cool considering that Vikings used to use axes for pretty much everything. So you can eventually make swords and things like that. So I like the fact that we're close to the water here, because one of the things you want to get early game is flint. Gotta keep my eyes out for the baddies, because flint is what allows you to build weapons for early weapons, like your more primitive spears and arrows and things like that. So we're going to want to gather up some flint here relatively quickly. And then we need to kind of find a base of operations. Like, put down some roots. Oh, it's raining. Yep, see status effect down in the lower left-hand corner there. I'm wet. Which, I don't know what that does. I don't think there's a negative effect from it. I mean, aside from the fact that if it gets cold, you're going to get cold faster, which I'm pretty sure takes down your energy quicker if you're cold versus being warm. I heard a deer. But yeah, so we're going to want to start building a place to live here relatively quickly. There are existing structures around. Oh, there's the deer over there. Can't really hunt it yet. So, and the building in this game is very primitive, and you want to find a nice, decent, flat spot to build your house. So, like, terrain that's like hilly like this is not ideal. Also, we need to build a hammer here relatively quickly. Now, the further away from center that you get, the harder the monsters are and the more monsters that show up. So we got to be super careful considering we don't really have any armor or weapons made up it yet. Ooh, what's this? Is that flint? Yes, it is. Oh. I heard a baddie. I don't see one. There's one around somewhere. He doesn't see me because the music hasn't started up yet, but let's see here. Alright, so hi, buddy. Just one of you? Looks like it's just one. For now. Alright. Come on. Come get some. Alright. So this is a relatively flat spot here. It's near the water, near the forest. These high bushes are going to present a bit of a problem, because they will clip right through the floor. But this is just going to be like a starting base of operations, so I really don't care too much about that, but let's see if there's a better spot around here somewhere. I don't want to stray too far from the spawn point, because, as I said, the further away from spawn you get, the more bad guys you get. Seems like a little bit of a decent area right here, actually. I might be able to build in here. So, real quick before our torch runs out, let's make another one. Alright, so when that torch runs out, we'll be able to select the one up in the hotbar and we'll be all set. All right. All right, this seems like a decent little spot right here. It's like nice and flat, relatively flat. We can build a shelter in here. I'm not seeing too many bad guys, just the one. There will be others that'll spawn in and start attacking you. As soon as you put up a base, they want to take you out. So let's get a hammer going. And put that on 4. Let's move this down out of the way. We don't want that. Okay. As you see, as you pick up certain items or craft certain items, you unlock more recipes. You saw those going across the screen there. Alright, we're gonna have to deal with this dude. Like, there's no getting around it. Because he's just gonna be a pest. Okay. Good enough. So, no, I didn't want to use wood. I wanted to use the hammer. Now, the crafting system's kind of a little wonky right now, but like I said, it's early access. These things are going to get better as time goes on. Looks like we've got some sort of like rock formation up there. There's probably some bad dudes up there in a little altar, and I'll show you that as soon as we get some better stuff crafted up. But, building. Have I not unlocked? Do I have to place a lumber pile now? They just came out with another update, so I'm wondering if now I have to put a lumber pile down in order to build. Nope. Well, what the heck? Oh, that's right. Can't do anything until I put down a workbench. So where do we want this workbench to go? We're going to put it in right there. Okay, now we can start building. So let's go. Where's the floors? It's kind of irritating that you got to put floors down before you can. But whatever. Let's go with Alright, that's a full wall, half wall. Let's put a half wall there, half wall there. We'll move the workbench in a minute. Let's go 4. Oh, those are turned the wrong way. Oh well. This probably isn't going to be our permanent residence. Alright, so let's go to... Give me all that back. Can I have my wood back? Yes. Let's go with a 4x4 here. This is just our foundation. You don't have to do it this way, but it's just... For me, it makes a little bit more sense. Oh, it's not going to snap. Okay, let's see if we can do the floor. Yep. That works. Okay, and we're out of wood. So I'm going to go gather up a bunch of wood, and we'll be right back. If anything interesting happens, I'll cut back in. Alright guys, so I'm back. I'm in the middle of building, and we've got a curious visitor coming down. Where is he? Yeah, so they'll come and attack you. Get out of here. So they will come and attack your stuff. Let's see, how much wood do I have? Well, let's see, how much wood does it take to 10 wood, and I only have 2, I believe. Yep. So I'm gonna go grab some more wood, build up a new one of these inside here. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can remove that. How much wood does that give us? Oh, nice, 10. So we can actually move that in here now. Like, the stairs are a little wonky. Like, you kind of got to mess around a little bit to get into places sometimes. So let's go. Let's put it right in that corner there. Okay. So back to gathering some wood so I can put a roof and finish the walls on this place and put a roof on it. And then we'll get to work on some other stuff. And then, yeah. And there. Come on. Oh, missing resources, of course. That close to being done. Alright. Well, I'll finish that up in a minute. Let's... Alright, so now we can build all this stuff. So I want to get the shield relatively quickly, pickaxe, and some throwing spears. Those are pretty important early on. In order to get a bow, you have to hunt deer to get their hides to make a bow, and so you have to use the throwing spears because that's the only thing you can use. You can't get close enough to them to get them with melee unless they, get stuck, glitched into a tree or something, which happens. All right. So let's go ahead and close the door. And all right. So what else can we craft? We need a... What is it? Miscellaneous. Yes. Put a campfire in. Let's put that in. Yeah, right there's fine. All right, and then yeah, you can. Oh, let's see. Can we make a cooking station? That would be under crafting. Yes, we can make a... Oh, we don't have the wood. But you can put a cooking station over that, and that's how you cook your meat up. You might be able to cook mushrooms. I haven't tried that yet. So let's get out of here. Go ahead and equip our shield. There's also Palisade Walls, like big spiked logs that you can put up in the around the perimeter of your property, which will keep the bad guys from getting in and attacking your building, especially if you're off on long adventures. I'm not going to do that right now. That takes a lot of wood and a lot of time. But yeah, you can eventually wall off your place, and there are standing torches and things you can put down and keep fueled up, which the fire will keep away the bad guys. So the biome we're in is like the beginning biome. It's the starting biome. I forget what it's called. But eventually, as you move out, you can move into deeper forests, and there's mountains and swamps, and you find different items in each of those locations. So yeah. So we got all that. We got our house built. Let's see about maybe finding some more flint so we can make up some throwing spears. I believe we need 8 flint to make 2 spears. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Give me that. And that. How much flint do we have? We have 5. So we need 3 more flint and some wood. Oh. I didn't see it. I saw something pop up. Where is it? No, that's not what I want. Thank you. This is kind of why I wanted to be down by the water. It's because there's tons of flint down here. This is where you find it, is right at the water's edge in the light green biome here. As you can see up in the top right corner, there's a map. There's light green biome. There's which is this kind of like regular foresty biome. And then I'm sure it looks like if we walked off that way for a minute, we'll run into the dark green biome, which is kind of more of a deep forest biome. And you find a lot more bad guys and stronger bad guys in the various biomes. So we're not going to head that way today in this episode, but we will eventually. Get up there. All right. Let's see. Can we... Oh, we need wood. Derp. Derp. All right, let me go grab some wood real quick, and then we'll make a couple throwing spears, and then we'll probably go ahead and call it an episode at that. Oh! You see? See how it rolled back into me? That hurt. Not a lot, but it still hurt. All right. Let's get up in here. Close the door. Use the workbench. Alright, so we can make 2 of these. I'd like to have 4. You can carry 4 in one slot at a time, but we'll have to go gather up a bunch more stuff for that. So let's just throw that in there. And then what else can I... We can make arrows, but we don't have a bow yet, so it'd be kind of pointless. Alright, so we can make a stone pickaxe. The flint axe has more attack than this, so we eventually want to make up a flint axe because it's a much better weapon. I believe 2 shots at the flint axe takes down a regular Grey Dwarf, so good enough. All right. Well, guys, I don't know what you guys think about this game, but I think it's pretty fun. I've played it for quite a few hours on my testing phase, and I can't wait to get deeper and deeper into this game, and especially as it keeps developing and the developer adds more stuff to it. Yeah. Like I said, all the links for all the information on this game will be down in the description. And go and check all that out. Always, and also, feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of this. And yeah, as always, take it easy, have fun, later.